Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Travelav. This is Vicky from India. Pleasure to meet you all. Welcome to Heineken Experience, a journey through beer and history. The Heineken Experience vlog is split into the two parts. The first part covers an introduction with Heineken rich history, while the second takes you through the brewing process, an immersive 4D ride and the ultimate tasting experience. The tickets for Heineken Experience are available at this counter for 23 euros and you can buy easily online also. Before we dive into the first part, don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like.
Then we're going to get started. So welcome everyone, my name is Mabel. Nowadays it's a beautiful museum, but this is where the best beer of the world was actually born, right here in the city center of Amsterdam. Awesome, right? The beer I'm talking about is obviously Heineken, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about how the company became so big and how we grew and expanded over the years right here in the city center, because that only lasted from 1867 until 1988, so a little bit over 100 years. So, in 1867, our founding father, Amsterdam Heineken, started the brewery right here. Very important question. Can you guys say Amsterdam Heineken for me? Yay, very good. If you want to try again later, you can also just say Gerald Adrian Heineken. Like a lot of American names, they mostly come from the Dutch names like Gerald Adrian, but you can also just say Gerald Adrian if that works better for you. So, our founding father, Gerald Adrian Heineken, started the brewery right here in the city center of Amsterdam, and there was two reasons why this location was great. The first one is the water right out front. You guys might already know the city of Amsterdam is not built for people, it's really just built for boats on the water. For instance, the F1 car that we have in the entrance hall was brought here by water. It didn't drive here even though it's a car. No, it did not. It would die in the city center of Amsterdam, it's too low to the floor, but still, it was brought here by boat just to prove the point. We still use it nowadays a lot. Second reason why it was a great location is because, believe it or not, the beach used to be the outskirts of the city over 150 years ago still. There's really nothing here, so I had the chance to grow into like 6 blocks of Heineken business all around. And if you want to see how big we actually got, there's a little animation on the wall over there that you can look at now or later when I finish the story. So, obviously, the first few years, not a lot happened. We just became very big within Amsterdam, known as a new beer. But after 8 years, we entered the World Fair in Paris. At this World Fair, we entered the category of most innovative product, and we won. Beer has been around for tens of thousands of years, but Heineken won a prize for it because it was a new type of Pilsner beer, and people were very happy with the taste of it compared to other beers. So we won this prize, the first prize at the Grand Prix in Paris of the World Show. And since Heineken and Dutch people in general just like to win, we entered the same World Fair again, and we won the same prize again for the same category again 20 years later. Still a beer, still has been around for many, many years, but still we won it. So now I have an important question. Anybody that hasn't seen this before in their life, you don't have to have been here to have seen this before. People like, yes, thank you, sir. Both of them are exactly on the beer bottle. Not a lot of people actually catch on to that, so thank you for that. These letters are still on our beer bottles nowadays. It's the only reason why we have a tiny bit of French writing on our bottles as well. Do not ever mistakenly think that our beer is French, it's not. We just have been always very big in Paris because we entered the World Fair, just like it says over here. Because we won the World Fair 2 times, we actually became the first ever beer to be served and sold on top of the Eiffel Tower, which is a really, really big deal. This also made that we became a lot bigger in Paris and the rest of France, and we wanted to make sure that other people that hadn't been on the Eiffel Tower also became familiar with our beer. So we made this advertisement. I have 2 questions about it though. What is the color over here?
Yellow.
Gold, yeah. For the people up in the back, that's a yellow. You're gonna get escorted out by security. I'm obviously kidding. It's a golden beer. Do not ever again say that it's a yellow beer. It's gold due to the slightly roasted barley. And you can see that in this advertisement beautifully over here. The other thing that I quickly wanted to discuss with you guys is something about the advertising in general, which we still use nowadays. It's the ease, the way that they are positioned on this ad. Before we had our logo like this everywhere, on everything, same font, everything. The son of our founding father actually found out that by slightly tilting the east this way or this way, they look like they're smiling at you. It makes beer look more appealing, where more people will end up buying it. I know this sounds a little bit silly, but it's actually true, and it's been proven to be true because it's a smiling E. Everybody likes smiling things. It's the same with McDonald's. That's why everybody buys our beer, and everybody around the world also knows it. So like I said, we don't brew beer here anymore nowadays. We moved our brewery in 1988 to Zoeterwoude. The only thing that you can find there is the Heineken Brewery, so we don't need to go there. You already saw that today. Before though, we use this bottling machine right here. The way it works, it just opens up, bottle goes in, beer comes out, gets closed again. With this one, seriously, please don't touch it yourself, it's way too old. So this machine actually bottles around 7,200 beer bottles per day. This sounds like a lot, but it's not at all. You guys actually drink that here every half an hour, constantly throughout the day. So it's very insane, but this machine would have never ever kept up with that. However, we moved our brewery in 1988 to Zoeterwoude, and there we have an automated bottling line, bottling around 770,000 bottles per hour. So a lot more than this, and this also makes that you guys can enjoy Heineken wherever you guys are from. Then last but not least, you see that it's all good. We have over here. Any people from the United States besides you guys? Yes, a bit more? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome. We have one part of your history that I quickly want to address. One of the many crazy parts, but the part where alcohol was banned for 13 years, the prohibition. The Netherlands would not last 13 hours without alcohol. I promise you, our whole entire country would fall apart. So it's pretty solid that you guys are still standing nowadays, in my opinion at least. So prohibition, 1920, 1933. Nobody was allowed to buy, drink, consume anything with alcohol. It was just banned in all of the United States. Very crazy. But Heineken wanted to sell their beer there as well, because we were active all around the world, all the other continents, all the other countries. We were there already before 1900 started, but not the United States. So what did we do? As you can see, there's a little boat there going to the States, and I just chilled there off the coast of the United States for a few days until the prohibition got lifted on the 8th of April, 1933. The second we got word that it was lifted, we put all our boxes on the shore of the States, just so we can say that we're the first ever beer imported into the US, which we are. This is also one of the reasons why we're still very big in the United States, and we have different beer lines in the US than we have anywhere else in the world, named under Heineken. So yes, I hope you guys learned something. Thank you guys for listening. You can continue on upstairs. Have a great tour. Enjoy your beers. Enjoy the weather. Yes, thank you.
So I am heading upstairs where the second part of the video begins. So I will catch you in the next video where you experience the brewing process in 4D.